Yes, blessed. Let's let this sunshine come out. I'm literally just waking up this morning. Man, I can smell somebody smoking a cigarette, so they're not living their blessed life. But I was trying to get that sun coming out of the clouds. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. Even on a cloudy day, you're going to have to fucking make it happen. I'm in the streets of Pittsburgh, waking up in the morning. Got to thank God, you know what I'm saying? Somebody up Adam making it happen. And this morning, you're going to come back through to the backside with me into the lawn and we're gonna go get grounded. That's right. Sometimes you need your little feet to touch real grass, bro. And I've been mowing. Oh, this lawn is so warm. Look at these beautiful flowers. Look at the beautiful bees in here. Go ahead, girl. Make that honey. Make that honey. Make that money. Saints Addiction. We're up. We're at them. We're about to take out all these trees. If you can see, it's not so bad if you get down here in the leaves. If you keep cutting them down, it's just going to be a patch, and we're going to grind this whole hedge taller than me, looking 10 foot, 6 foot tall looking ass, and make it disappear. A couple trees here that are growing too close to the house. But that's growth and that's life, and that's why we have to talk about it this morning. And I talked about it yesterday, and I talked about healing and how quick life happens, and just that this game called life happens so fast, and then all of a sudden it doesn't last, and then you're out of time, and the game is over, and there's no more reset button. There's no more, oh, let me just recollect. And here we go. Here's the morning motivation right here. Here's the men's workout tanks. And here's the backyard and the balcony. And like I said, we're going to just trim all of that. A couple trees here, here, and here. And just open up this backyard all the way here. So that's this morning's marijuana motivation. This is what I'm in on this morning, right? Everybody's going to have to pick something that they're after in life, Let's see. Is this the one where if the sun's behind me, it won't show? Yeah, I think so. Let me grab another lighter so we can get lighter on the screen, if you know what I mean. Oh man, let's go. There we go. All right, so this morning's marijuana motivations is coming from a multitude of spots. I can do it right here. Yeah, let's do it here so I can concentrate. Or do you want to see? Concentrate, Danielson. Concentrate. There we go. Nice and soft. Welcome to the Vegas Vice, all the way here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Your boy Saint spends every morning tucking to his body and mind, listening to the birds in the trees, getting my body right, bro. It's not easy when you're getting blocked on YouTube for a week because you posted some booty, some butts on shirts, some barely butt cleavage, and everybody else is half naked or full porn in Twitter world or whatever world you go after. That's the world you live in, and I think this conversation needs to be kind of like the world you live in. I think a lot of people live in a world where it's swipeable, like none of the situations you make like directly affect you, right? I mean, you cannot brush your teeth, you cannot take a shower, you cannot make money, and people most likely won't notice. I mean, unless you're kissing someone every morning, nobody's gonna give a shit, bro. No one's gonna give a shit if you brush your teeth or not, unless I'm kissing you in the morning, and that's what it is. Nobody's keeping count of the work that you're doing on yourself, and only you, much like me, grabbing the morning motivation. I was like, this is like making a coffee. I was almost in autopilot. I was like, oh, where's my papers? Oh, where's my rolling tray? Oh, where's the weed at? And just started to kind of go in autopilot with my addictions and the things that I want out of my life. It's pretty simple. You just go after your habits. You find your homeostasis. You find the things that calm you down. And maybe it's that morning cigarette. Maybe it's that morning joint. Maybe it's that morning coffee. But immediately we're teaching ourselves how to calm ourselves down. Immediately we're teaching ourselves our habits and what we're after. Immediately I get back on the same cycle. Now, I'd like to think that my cycle is an up cycle because I'm always upping my areas. I can smell cigarettes again. Fuck. They're doing that. Look for a surfing ride. And it's about to catch some air. But yeah, I think that's the first thing that people do is they start to care how people view the way that they're living their lives instead of examining the way that they're living their lives. They're busy with their ego, defending why the reason they are living their lives the way that they are, why they always get coffee in the morning, why these birds so loud this morning, why do I make excuses for my food eating, why do I always seem to spend all my money, how come things are ending up this way? Turns out a concentrated life is that way. Okay, you know, that's your life if you're concentrating on it day by day passing by. Most of us only realize once we ended up in the coffin what we spent our time on. And I started doing the math early, 4,000 weeks, and I'm already halfway through most of them. Most of them are spent in my childhood enjoying running around, just not even calculating. And now I sit in my manhood, and then I realize it's my job to get everything out of me before I expire. Before I had so much time to inspire, had so much time to fuck around and find out. That's your level, you know, of maturity and maturation, is to figure out, you know, this thing they just gave you, this new mind, body, and soul. Well, they only give you about 20 years to figure that out. And that could be easily 20-25% of your lifespan. So the 4,000, let's just take 1,000 off the top and call it 3,000. And then let's combine that to how many before you die. And you see the time chips away on both sides. What you spend daily and when you might die. This is the reason I work out. You're kind of leveraging. There you go. Give me some construction again. You're leveraging this life force against the ending. And when it stops, what would it look like? That's the question of the day. That's the what will I do? You know, what would Jesus do? What will you do with the time that you have in your life? You know, it's like most of us, we will start to allocate the energy into something that is not necessarily productive for us, right? We will put energy into our habits. We'll put energy into our fears, or to placate our fears. You know, let me stop people from judging me. They'll love me if I get my lips done, if I get my tits done, if I get my butt done. Then they'll love me. And then all you attract is people that aren't lovely, people that don't really know who you are, because you barely know who you are, and then you live a false reality. And that's where I've been trying to get to. I had to come clean with why I was dating women that were psycho to me. Why my friends get to say to me, oh, Mark, all you keep doing is dating these psycho girls, dude. Why you keep dating women that abuse you, have abortions, Aquariuses, you name it, man. It could be a star sign. It could be a red flag. It could be a pattern. That's the sign. My signs are all over the place. Signs everywhere. Signs walking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? Yeah, too many signs, bro. Everybody has a sign. And like I said, first the universe whispers, then it roars. And if you're not paying attention diligently to your body, soul, and mind, then everything else goes astray. You can cover it up. You can pretend that you went to the end of the earth. I love this reality versus Instagram. You know, a person gets this really beautiful view, but the fucking place that they're staying is a fucking hut, bro. It's just a fucking mattress on the ground. It's really low key, low vibration, low living, cockroach infestation. You might do things because you want everyone else to think, there's my attention. Let me Let me saw my way through your show. Let me be loud. Let me go to the ends of the earth to take this Instagram photo, right? I want to have that feeling. I want to buy the same food, eat the same food, have the same feeling as you. And we realize that everybody's adventure is just different, man. That not every book on this fucking shelf has the same ending, and not everybody's living in the same way. And that's why we have different results. That's why we're from different environments. And that's why we're from different countries. It is not all equal. You know, the only thing that's going to equal out anything is the effort that you put in equals results. And that's the only thing that's going to change. If you don't change, nothing will change. And that's all I want. I don't want your change. I want your change, bro. I don't want your money. I don't want the coins in your pocket. I want that tick-tock, the clock don't stop. To recognize that this is on timing. You know what I mean? There's a hourglass here ticking away, and whether you like it or not, as soon as the last sand ticks away, you're away. And that's it. That's our lives, bro. Ticking away one sand grain at a time. And I like to think that we are spending that time on harnessing ourselves, getting to know ourselves, and bettering ourselves. I know for a fact that I got myself on the level, or just worked it that way, where I was like, I'm not going to have a boss no more. I'm not going to have somebody looking at their watch when I get up in the morning going like, why you late? I'm the earliest riser in this house. I'm always getting up early. I don't need anybody to calculate if I'm late. Only I will calculate if I'm late. Only I will determine my wake-up patterns and my wake-up time. And no one else is going to come into this world and tell me if I'm going to be on time. Only the universe is going to dictate if I'm on time, if my mind is right, if I start living my life. And that's where it comes down to it. A lot of people want to cover it up. As long as the outside looks good, right? As long as my car is detailed, right? Right, Mr. Cuts a lot at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. Sure, your car could be detailed, but your diet might be rubbish. There's so many things that we off-put. The girl looked great on the outside, but her inside was mush, bro. There's too many traumas, dramas, and excuses for why her life was fucked up instead of accountability, responsibility, and action. And there it is, bro. You're gonna sit here and blame your life. I know a lot of people do. They blame other people, and they'll blame you too. It's just what it is. Man, my nose hasn't stopped running this whole time. You know, they'll blame you because you didn't help them. Why didn't you help me when I needed it? I called my friend this morning. He's like, hey, I need tickets to Champs. I was like, bro, you never miss a beat to ask me for tickets to Champs. But as soon as it's time to promote or thank me, you disappear. I only hear from you once every 6 months, and it's 1 month before the Champs convention, talking like, Mark, can I get tickets? Well, can you post about Weed Club? Can you post about Saints Addiction? How about the Las Vegas Original? Do you got anything for the LVOG? Oh, I get it. Now, over the years, all the times that I've gotten you into the festivities, that's business to business, not business to consumer, B2B, not B2C. I'm letting consumers, people off the streets, people that are friends, people that are in Weed Club, into this event because I think they should see it, get the free samples, enjoy it, right? Oh, man. That's all I'm doing, bro. Trying to get people involved, but they got to get themselves involved. You got to earn your spot, bro. You got to earn a spot. You got to, keep showing up, hitting the workouts, keep thanking people, getting the, that's the word, appreciation on. And if nothing else, shining some light on the areas that you want to work on, bro. It can't just happen. You're not just going to wake up and be like, oh shit, my life's just magical. And all I had to do was just wake up and everything was easy. And that's all I had to do. And I'm sitting here going, bro, so much more levels to this shit. So many more levels to this shit, bro. That we would have to concentrate, yo. And we'd have to concentrate on our lives and the reason why we act the way that we do and respond the way that we do and interpret all that stimulus with our free will. And this is what we end up doing with it. Okay. this is what we end up doing with it. We end up living our blessed life. Just went to the oldies. Mall does not come out so we can breathe freely. Try to sell t-shirts. This is all about getting right, bro. Getting right with your mind, getting right with your life. You know, if you don't get talking to yourself, you know, look at this weight come back on your boy. You don't have to talk to yourself, bro. Whew. Opposite sides. Come on, bro. Opposite sides. Get my shit together. On opposite sides. Get my shit together. On opposite sides. Find the balance inside. Make myself stretch. Get uncomfortable with the muscles and ligaments that want to be let out. My poor little shoulder. My poor little life. This concentration is not free. You know, this kind of ability to tell yourself what to do, not what YouTube, oh, they won't allow me? Well, screw you. I'll do my own show. You know, oh, I don't have enough money? Well, screw you. I'm going to show up. And, oh, I got a lot of excuses and pain? Well, screw you. I'm still going to do my workouts. I'm still going to find a way. Still going to find a way. Still gonna find a way. Some Mike Tyson push-ups. Yeah, man. This life is such an intense sport, and I feel like we live it with safety gear on, you know? We think we can hide behind our birth control. We can hide behind our credit cards. We can hide behind our lives. And unfortunately, this is our life. You can't lie to your life. You can't lie. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to your partners. You can lie to the outside world. You can wear that mask. There's 3 masks we all wear, you know? One to the outside world, and one we show our friends, and one we show ourselves. And that's the man in the mirror moment. Do you know what I mean? To be able to show yourself conversation-wise, who am I? You know? Who is this guy that gets up every morning and is motivated and just has that energy to want to attack life and make it his own and experiment with it? See how far I can go. See how far I can push myself. See how much I can control myself. See what I look like. With self-discipline. See what I look like inside my body. Not toning my body. Not lifting and steroiding and exaggerating. I don't need fake tits. I don't need fake lips. I don't need plastic surgery to exist. I'm fine just the way that I am. Perfectly imperfect. It's all about my mental attitude. And it will always be that way. Behold, he says, let me call to your attention. And what does he say? Let me call to your attention a profound power that you have within you, right? To choose your own faculties that you can believe. If you can't conceive and believe, the mind can't achieve. And unfortunately, we dumb down those things. We numb ourselves, right? We cover it up. We don't want people to really see what we believe. We think that they just talk shit. If it doesn't scare you, it's definitely going to scare them. Yep. Now it's going to start running. 30 minutes straight. Even in the morning. Fresh up the toilet. Yep. Be running. Everywhere we go, we be running. My nose is running. My mind is running. But my soul is not. I don't need to run anywhere. I need to run for myself. I don't need to run in fear. I don't need to run to conclusions. No, I can sit here with it. Just like my friend said, he sat there in Malaysia breaking up with the married chick, and she was running around having an affair I didn't want to call it an affair because that sounded like more of a real relationship. I pulled out the old, what's her name? With your boy Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, it's an entanglement. The entanglements are real, bro. The entanglements are real, bro. You know, she's been entangled. You know, mangled and entangled, confused and used, right? Oh yeah, get those joints working again. I need my joints back. I'm grateful for the body I have. I'm grateful for the mind that I have, and I'm grateful for my soul. You know, if it isn't for, you know, these three things, this trilogy to combine to become a man where I can strengthen my body and strengthen my mind and strengthen my outcomes. This is the only thing that seems to really abide. Let me get the Wheat Club. Let's get some Wheat Club in here, shall we? Shall we? Smoke a joint, shall we? And talk about life. As you can see, you know, it's not easy, you know. I'll put on the weight back on because I love to eat. I have my own Achilles heel. I am not perfect. I'm not trying to show up on this show as some perfect guys like, I haven't eaten carbs in 6 weeks and look at my shredded abs. We can all get there. I'll post some fit pictures. You know, your boy gets in shape. You know, I get really lean, mean fight machine, but then I get mean. My calories are too low. I misinterpret what people are saying to me. I've swung on my own brother and knocked him out before because he took a chip off my plate. You know, I can be the exact weight I need to be. I can be a state champion wrestler. I can be a full ball of muscle, but without self-control, right? To the extreme of everything, right? Too big of lips, too big of tits, too big of fakeness, and then you don't live anywhere near reality. As soon as it's time to come home, right? I don't know, for Christmas or, you know, get off the pole or stop living that wild style like we all do. You know, everybody wants to come home for Christmas, right? And then all of a sudden you realize that you pushed all those bridges away. You burned all those bridges. You've changed, you know, and that's what this is all about, is seeing if you can't change. You're changing right now, but see if you can't change your own outcomes. That's really the trick of this whole conversation, is see if you can't trick yourself into new ways, because Lord knows the old ways ain't gonna work, you know, where you lie your way through it. We've all been there before. What's your girl's name when she did it? When she what's your girl, Coco Chanel, was locked up in a room and they're like, stay here, you're not allowed to come and dance with everybody, and she literally took the officer's jacket and turned it into a girl's skirt, went downstairs and was not going to be sit by and let people just party downstairs while she was the dirty little secret upstairs. No, here's my talent, here's my pride, here's a whole new shirt design. And she did. She expressed herself radically, ultimately, and completely, and that's where I hope, you know, other people come from with this, is that they see that they have another power inside of them, that they can not do the fakery, because the fakery ain't gonna work. You know, you don't want to fake it. You want real magic. This isn't Harry Potter. This is you magically telling yourself what to do instead of all these emotions and stimulus telling you what to do. Maybe it was the car commercial. Oh, you got to buy this car. Or maybe it was on the football field. Maybe I should have that beer. You know, if we're letting them lead by example, if we're letting them lead us into temptation, then we're just going to follow what the TV tells us to do. We're just going to go ahead, let me go on and join Weed Club, right? Let me go on and just follow the leader. And like your boy, what's his name, Johnny Depp famously said, he said, I will not be in that line. There are people that will follow blindly to the next guy in front of them, and just to be safe and have his nose in the line, you know, just like the next cow about to get your head blown off. And he said, I'm not that kind of person. You can do it. You know, like I tell everybody, there's a long line, a short line for the people that have no bullshit. I don't fuck around line. I don't fuck around. If you do get the fuck out of this line and go over there, they'll fuck with you. They'll fuck with you all day. They'll let you waste your time. They'll jack you off. They'll tell you lies. There's plenty of people that want to live in that line. And over here, player, We don't live that line. We don't live that lie. We don't live that life. Let me get some. Michelle. 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 Smoking without you. Smoking. This one's in the shower. And I guess I'll get a smoke without her. But, man, I still smell cigarettes. Somebody must be having an emotional day. They're just pounding the cigarettes. I don't know who it is, but I can smell it. And that just lets you know how uncomfortable it can get. Come on, stupid ass. Okay. Stay. Alright, let's do this again. Let's do this again. Let's go on. Make your point. Fill the joint. And see if you can't come up with a different conversation with yourself. See if you can't orientate yourself, just like that guy said. Put it down on that piece of paper. And it'll pop at you. What do you want the most out of your life? And why are you running after it? You know, and the odds are it's because you're usually sedated. You know, you usually stopped when you had the first excuse. You know, someone told you couldn't, and you believed them. And now you're sitting here crying to Jesus why you didn't live your life before you died in a hospital or suddenly in a garden. And the whole point was to do as much as you can while you're alive. You know, you got all that, like I said, to your 20s to figure out why, you know, how to run your life, how to work this body and mind. That seems to be the first objective. Like they say, youth is wasted on the young. And it's true, because you have all that time to waste. But when you get to this age, there is no more time to waste. The time is now on everything. And what you do with your time dictates your reality. So this is an Instagram where I have to convince you that I'm happy. Bless up, join We Club. This is reality. And in reality, people do saw through your show and not believe in you. There will be people that ignore you or ghost you. There are people that will be sent to try to destroy you. Each message, that which doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger and only helps you to know yourself even more. Every adversity, I didn't want it. I wanted to fight it and fight against the dying of the light. I wanted, I was throwing a fit. I don't want that ice cream. Well, guess what? That's not what the judicial system said. That's not what South Korean prisons say, Gucci so. That's not what my ex said, you know. Janelle, Jolene, she fucking pulled it. And life will pull it. And circumstances will pull it out of you where you just don't know what you're made out of. You don't know what this life is bringing you. But I promise you, it's a test. And I promise you, it's the ultimate test, because it tests you to become the ultimate person that you were meant to be. And that Saints Addiction, that's all I wanted to see. I want to see the man that I would be without my cocaine habit, without my excuses, without my procrastination. What would happen if I actually did go out there and do the workout? What would happen if I actually did build the website and travel the world? What would happen if I actually started to design instead of sit around? And this is what's happening. So I'm making it happen, Captain. Site in an hour, you know, designs in an hour, logo in an hour. It's happening. I'm churning and burning. And I wanted to learn over burn, baby. I wanted to learn myself and see what I was made out of, and stop hurting myself and drilling holes in my canoe. And I want to be the master and commander of my ship. And this is it. This is me. This is my boat. And this is where I'm sailing. And eventually, when you have the mental capacity or capabilities, you'll set yourself in a direction that no one can see, but you will get there, and you will be a better sailor, man, woman, human for being there. That's your morning motivation. You got anything out of this? Go ahead, like Saints Addiction, like, share, and subscribe. You already know. Peace and love. Peace and love. And as always, Chigatan. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But the other side of fear, the other side of excuses, and the other side of the world, that's where I'll meet you, on the other side of that finish line. Because that's where winners get laid, that's where men get made, and that's where I get paid. You know? And most importantly, join Weed Club. Unity, prosperity, and communication. Saints Addiction. I'm on a mission. Mission I'm possible. Because I'm possible in impossible. And I like to prove to people that I'm possible in impossible situations. Peace.